Hey everybody, hang on. Just want to show you quickly that the milk, I scalded the milk in the microwave. Okay. Guys, this is Phyllis Stokes holiday dinner rolls. These are great rolls. These are a great roll. I make them all the time for special occasions and for holidays. And it's a little bit of work, but it's so worth it, especially for your family and for the flavor. But so this is the scalded milk, and we got 1 cup of scalded milk. And like Phyllis says, when you scald the milk, you're killing the enzymes in the milk that could kill your yeast. So, and you want this to be hot enough that if you put it on your wrist, I mean, you could take the pain, but you want it hotter than when you remember when we used to test baby bottles right here on our wrist back in the day. You want it hotter than what you would give to a baby. Okay? You want it hotter. I'm thinking that's just perfect. Too hot's gonna kill your yeast. So to this, I'm gonna add. Okay, let's get to the ingredients. Hang on, let me move this. The way I'm gonna add it, you need a half a stick of butter. Okay, so I'm not really adding this to cool down. I may have to stick it in the microwave if it gets too cool, because mine was not too hot. It was perfect. And if you make it too hot, that's fine. You can stick it in the refrigerator, the freezer. You can put a bowl of ice cold water underneath there. It's fine. We have 2 eggs beat. I have 5 1/4 cup bread flour. I use King Arthur. Phyllis uses White Lily. I have a 1/4 cup of sugar, which I just knocked a little bit out, but that's okay. We have a teaspoon. I use kind of almost a heaping teaspoon of salt. We're going to be using, well, let's just stick to the recipe. So now let me get my milk. I mean, not my milk, well, let's add this before I get the water. So to this mixture, we're going to add our sugar. I'm going to add our salt. Okay, just like this. There, and then we're going to stir it. Just like this. I'm going to melt this butter too. So if I do have to stick it back in the microwave, I will. This is what we're going to do here. And right now, I'm going to go get the water. Guys, here's our 1/2 cup of water. Now, this is not tap water. I use bottled water. Again, the enzymes and the chlorine, the bleach and everything in that water can kill your yeast. And if it doesn't kill it, can at least cut down on the rise, and you don't want that, and the gluten. So, and then you want this, like I said, to be 110. Again, same thing with the baby bottle. You could put a thermometer in here and test it yourself, but I just use my wrist, and I've never had, I never killed my yeast. So I'm going to let this cool for maybe about a minute, and then we're going to add 2 packages, or if you have a jar, 2 teaspoons of active dry yeast. This is not instant. This is active dry yeast. Okay, and we'll be back. And then I just have Crisco. I usually use butter flavored Crisco for when I grease my pans. I don't have the butter, so we'll just use this today. For inside the bowl, I'm going to put a bowl on my stove because I have my oven on and warm that up. You could use a heating pad like Miss Phyllis does with a trivet and with a pot holder. Well, we'll talk about that later because I use my heating blanket today. Guys, my water is ready. Here goes 1 package of yeast. Watch me kill my yeast today for the first time, right? It's not Murphy's Law. Now be careful when you touch the yeast. You gotta wash under your fingernails, your hands, your fingers, your utensils, your work area really, really well working with yeast with the saliva. You know, hence yeast infections. So I will definitely wash my scissors too. Here's the other package. Okay, I'm going to give it a stir. And I did put this back in the microwave for about 20 seconds. I'm going to stir that one more time. Okay. We're just going to stir this and get this going. And there's no sugar in here, so it's not going to get all like that. But it will get some kind of foam started. So I'm just going to beat this like this, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, here we go. We're going to first add our butter, milk, sugar, and salt mixture. Now I'm going to add my 2 eggs that we beat. Just like this. So make sure you get it all out. And I so think, I'm just going to give this a quick stir. You don't have to. And I just think this is so worth the effort for your family. I really do. And plus, you know what? I'm the type of person that likes to cook anyway, even for my anniversary, because I think it's more special. I really do, because I love to cook. And I think when you give food, that's a gift of love. Anyway, here's our yeast, and look how nicely you can see it's starting to get thick. Okay, so we're going to add this right in here. Get it all out, guys. It's a little clump. Let me make sure I get it out. Right here. Okay, that's good. I know that seems kind of like okay, at least you got every last drop, but you got to get that yeast. I'm going to just give this quick little stir. You don't have to. Just like that. Now, you're going to notice right away, when you put some of your flour in and you use your beaters, you're going to notice you did it right, because it's going to get puffy and thick. Now, Miss Phyllis uses about 2 cups right away off the bat, and she uses her beaters to get the gluten started. And gluten is what makes your dough rise. That's what makes it, you know, with the little pockets, and causes the bubbles, and it gives you that light texture of that, you know, of bread. And you got to work your gluten. You got to develop the gluten in order for that to happen. So this is going to help develop it. And when you knead it and you keep stretching that dough, that's going to develop it too. So I'm going to do this on medium for about 2 to 3 minutes, and I'll come back and let you know. Just started, and I want you to know it's already getting like pancake batter. That's when you know. You can see that. You did it right. That's what I'm talking about. I literally did it for about a minute and a half. Okay, so now we're going to add the flour, and you got to work it by hand. I think that's what's best, and so does Phyllis. But she puts her bowl in the kitchen sink and leans down into it, which would be easier. But we're not kneading it yet. We're just working the flour in, and I love the texture of this, guys. I do. Get more flour. And again, depending, you may have to add more flour or less. It's okay. I think bread making is relaxing. I really do. Okay, so we're just going to keep working this in like this. It's a messy job, and especially if you have longer fingernails. But it's okay. That's why we have soap and water. And even nail brush, scrub brushes. And I even have an old toothbrush I'll use. Okay, I'll be back. Add more flour. I'm going to probably just dump it all now. If I have to. You know what? Let me take that back. Let me take a little bit out. I feel weird dumping it all. And okay, that should be good. And so we're just going to continue doing this, and I'll be back. Okay, guys, now I'm going to start kneading it. Okay, now still will incorporate it. So I may just use a bigger bowl, but it's just when you fold it over on itself. Hang on, let me get a bigger bowl. Guys, I took everything that was in that bowl, including the little bits of flour like this, and took it over. So I'm just going to keep doing this, okay? It's just when you fold it over and you stretch it. And I usually do this on a counter, but again, you turn your dough, push it, and you stretch it. So when you stretch it, it's what's going to cause the gluten to develop. Again, I'm just going to keep stretching it. Okay. Over, down, push it, push it. Okay. Over, just like this. Now I'm going to need 2 hands, but this is how you need. There's nothing hard of really truly about it. You just use it, and I would be going like this normally when I make, like, say, macaroni pasta. You push it and you fold it. You turn your dough, push, push, knead down, push it, fold it over. You got to stretch your doughs. Okay, I'll be back. Guys, it's a tad, not even. See, like that. I'm going to go put a drop more flour in from our leftover flour. And here's, well, maybe do like a tablespoon. Start out little. And then I'm going to go work this in, and I'll be back. I'm going to use a little bit more. Just, I wouldn't even say that's a tablespoon, guys. That's like a nice heaping teaspoon. You know, I was just saying to Ken, I wish I could just do this on my counter, because I also like to use my palm of my hand to really push it. Like, I have no room in this bowl, but to push it and just really, boom, fold it. You know what I'm saying? And work it and work it. And push it up, and then just really fold it over on top of itself. And you can see already how nicely it's coming. And actually, I'm going to work with this by hand. Hang on. I'm going to have to clean my camera and my phone, but I added about another teaspoon of flour, and I'm just going to work it and bring it over on itself and just keep working it and keep turning it and keep working it just like this, and keep stretching that dough. Keep stretching it. Okay, this doesn't get smooth. I'm going to need more flour. Yeah. I think we're going to be maybe using that whole leftover piece of that little bit of flour. Let me do this side too, because I'm at it. I don't want you guys to miss anything I'm doing, because this is important when you're making when you're making anything or cooking anything. I mean, it's expensive. It's the ingredients, right? It's your time. Of course, you want it to come out right. So I'm just going to keep working it like this. Okay, stretching it, pushing it, pulling it, just like this. And I'll be back. You can see how pretty it's looking so far. Guys, Miss Phyllis uses Crisco in here and on the bottom, and pretty liberally. I'm just using extra virgin olive oil. You know what? Let me use the vegetable oil. Hang on, because this has a little bit of a flavor. Not that it really makes a difference, but hang on. Okay, guys, here we go. Just a little bit of vegetable oil. And you could definitely use Crisco. I wish I had my butter flavored Crisco. Okay, I'm going to go up the side with that. Okay, because it's going to rise. Let me do a drop more. I literally just use a drop more, like maybe a half a teaspoon. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to go get the dough. Just like so. And make sure you pinch this bottom. Okay. Sorry, that's the bottom. Just kind of pinch it, which I already did. You're going to take it, swirl it around, and then do the sides. Make sure it's nice and oiled. I'm going to put saran wrap on top of this and still a towel. And I'm going to stick it. My oven is hot. I'm going to put it on my, actually I'm lying to you. I'm going to wrap it in a heating pad. I have my heating pad heating up on high, and I'll be right back. Here's a piece of saran wrap. And here is our towel. Okay. And I'll be right back. I have my electric blanket on high. And this is going to rise for about a half hour to an hour. Okay. I would say closer to your hour mark for sure. So I'm going to probably put this on medium. Well, let me show you what we're going to do. Okay. Because too much heat can kill your yeast too. So you have to be very careful. So I'm going to fold this over. just like this, okay? And put the bowl to bed. The yeast is going to go night-night for a little bit, okay? And I don't have to seal it and go like that. This is good enough as an electric blanket, for goodness sakes. And the whole bowl is encased in it. The bottom, the top, and the sides, completely around. And I'll see you guys in about 45 minutes to an hour. Guys, I lowered mine to low, but I also, no I did not. Hang on. Yes I did. You have a warm setting too. I could just do the warm setting, but I'm going to go up one to low. Okay, that's it. Guys, I just want you to know, I'm going to check this bowl probably after 10 to 15 minutes to make sure it's not getting too hot. If so, I can unwrap it. I may take the layer of the towel off underneath there, and I may just put it on warm. We'll see. Okay, guys, let's peel back the blanket and take a peek. I think it's been like 40-ish minutes. I don't even know, 45 minutes. There you go. I'm happy with that. Look. There you go. Let's see if it's done. You're going to poke it. And your finger mark stays in there. You're good. Okay, so let me throw my plastic wrapper away and I'll be right back. Really nice, though. I'm telling you, I make it all the time and I love it, love it, love it. Kudos to Miss Phyllis Stokes. Seriously, awesome recipe. Guys, I got my pot of water staying warm on the stove. So we're going to put that in the oven to proof with these. If you wanted to, again, you could take a tea towel or a dish towel, bring it and put it under hot water, you know, in the sink, put it in your microwave and get it nice and hot and wet. And then, you know, not drippy wet, but, you know, wrung out. Put it on here, and then you don't need the pot of water when you put it in your oven with the oven light on to heat up. Now, I'm going to shut my oven off because I just put my oven on about 250, actually. And I wanted 200, so I'm going to open the oven door real quick. To give this a jump start, too, when the oven light's on. So that I'll show you what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to just dump the flour just right out there like that. I'm going to do a quick little sprinkling of flour. A little dusting of flour. Very little. Okay. Okay, guys. Now I'm going to cut this into threes. That's what we do. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to make that one shape. What's that shape? Ken, what's that shape called? Where it's in through that. Is that a piece?
With what? The peace sign?
Is that the peace symbol?
Yeah, it's in three.
Okay. So, guys, I don't even. Let's see.
Even pieces, though.
We'll do one maybe like this, and then, no, that's off. Maybe like this. And go a little bit more that way. Maybe we'll go back down this way. Okay, guys, that's all I'm going to do. Okay, let's do it. Doesn't have to be perfect at first because I can always add to it, right? Let's go this way. Okay, let's pull it apart. This is a beautiful, beautiful dough. Okay. This one is the smallest one, so we'll take a little piece from this one. Still big. This one's still small. All right, let me just take another piece from here and put them over here, and I'll be back. Hey guys, I'll put the other dough in the bowl with the towel back over it. We're just gonna roll this into a log, like so. And she wants 9 slices, Miss Phyllis said. The side's a little thinner right there, so you just work it down. Okay. Now, if this was 10, this would be easy. because you would just go right down the middle with your knife or scissors, and then, you know, go 5 and 5. But it's 9. So again, I'm just going to put a marking and see what we got. And I'll be right back. Guys, I got my 9. And again, if it doesn't, just roll your throw out a little longer. Okay, so I'm just going to go in here. I'm just going to go snippy snip. Hold on. Like this. Okay. Ready? Just like that. And we should have 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. Let me go get my pans. Guys, here's my water. It was just boiling. See all the steam coming off. I'm going to set it in my oven now when I roll the rolls. Okay, guys, I'm going to grab a roll. Okay. And all you do is pull it under. Keep pulling it under. Okay. I work with 2 ends at the same time. Put your fingers there. Pull it and push it under. Pull it and push it under. Just like this. Okay? And then when you finally get under here, you're just going to pinch this all shut. Like that. And again, I usually use butter flavored Crisco, which would be great. Let's do another one, guys. So you're just going to work it. Just like this. Okay. This simple. I love working with dough. Huh. Wow, never seen that happen. Look at that. Guys, I don't know what happened here, but let's just do it again. Wow, was that weird or what? Okay, let's work it again. And that's okay, guys. I think that was funny, actually. It was cute. I've never seen that happen. Okay. That's all, guys. You just rework it, pinch it, and he is good to go. Want to do one more? All right, let's do one more. Just keep working it. Pulling, stretching all to the bottom. Pulling, stretching all to the bottom. Okay, I think that's good, guys. Pinch it on the bottom. Nothing crazy. And that's it. And I'll be back. Oh, there's 9 rolls, obviously, to a pan. I just wanted to say, when I work my dough, I start in the middle and work my way out like this. My hands are in the middle, rolling, rolling, pushing, pushing, pushing out like this. Okay? And then just, you know, making sure it's all good. And when I'm rolling like this and I'm coming in, I give it a little stretch. A little stretch. Okay. And this is really, honestly, a nice dough. You'll love this dough. Even if you have nightmare with doughs, this is a good one. Basically, if you did all 3 of your rolls at the same time that made a log from your first one as like a template, you wouldn't have to go through this step again. But I did not. I just want to show you the rolls. This is the first one I did, and I did my second one, which is almost just as big. I just got done with my third. But see how they puff up? It's been sitting on my warm stove. So now I'm going to stick them in the stove, uncovered with the oven light on, in a warm oven that I had on. Should have been 200, but I lit up to 250 for a little bit. And then I shut the oven off, open the door just to get some of that heat out. And then I put a hot boiling pot of water in there, and I'm going to go put these in there for maybe about an hour. It's in a double in size. Guys, I just want to show you these beauties. I only had them in there for about 45 minutes. Guys, hey, look at these beauties. Look how they rose. I have one in the oven. Okay. On the middle rack. I don't do them on the bottom. And usually I don't like to do it when my oven does preheat. But since Phyllis says to do it today, so I'm going to do it for Phyllis. But look how... And I only had them in the oven for about, I want to say 40-ish minutes. And, I mean, I don't want them too much bigger because then, like I said, that you can have the opposite effect of what you're looking for. But, so there you go. I cook mine one at a time. If you had a big enough oven, mine is a tiny one right now because I'm not at my own place. But, so I do mine one at a time for more even baking. You do what you got to do. Now, Phyllis says do it for $3.75 for 30 minutes. I'm doing mine right now. I have the timer for 25 minutes. But something tells me it may be done a little bit sooner. I'm not sure. So I do make these all the time. But my oven is off. It has to be calibrated. But okay, there you go. Just wanted to show you how beautiful they look. This was in the middle rack. It cooked, oh geez, I want to say, I had the timer set for 25 minutes, 5 minutes earlier. And I finished cooking these at 21 minutes. Because they definitely smell done. I'm going to take butter. And just put it on top. Like this. Ruffle says they smell good. Mommy, give me one. And then when I serve them tonight at Vinny's house, we'll cut them open with more, sorry about that, more butter on the inside, guys. Okay, so I'm just going to do this. And we'll be back. And this is the one that started in the oven, you know, from a cool oven to the hot oven. The other ones are obviously just going straight in now. So, you know, when I butter them, I go back here too. I can't see, hold on. I go in there and go like this. Okay, I do every little nook and cranny. Okay. Guys, I'm just going to take one roll out. Oh, look at this. Look. Look how nice. Isn't that nice? This is really a good recipe. There's the bottom, the side. Voila. Guys, let's tear into this. Look. Isn't that nice, guys? This is, I'm sorry to keep saying this, a really good recipe. Let's do some butter. Oh. Wait, I can't do that. Because I use that on yeast. Ha, so I'm going to throw this one away. And then we'll get another one. It's okay. Okay, can you please hand me butter? It's on the counter. Look. Just as nice. Just as nice. Hang on, guys. Let me go get the butter. Here's our roll. Okay. And hang on. Oh. Let me take a bite. Big old bite. Hang on. Well, can I just say your house smells wonderful because it smells like a bakery. Anytime you work with yeast dough, your house always smells good. This is soft. Okay. And it's not like a hard roll. This is delicious. This is a nice dinner roll. And it's a nice compliment to any fancy occasion or a special occasion or a holiday. So guys, this is delicious. And to Miss Phyllis, this is for you. Thank you. Guys, here's the second batch. And I cook these only 20 minutes. So I suggest to you, don't do 30 minutes at first. Start out slowly. Okay, you could always increase, but once you burn them, you burn them. So I'm going to, before I even butter them, they're good. So I think that's plenty of time, guys. 20 minutes. Give or take a, you know, on your own oven, but I would not go up to 30. And I thought, so because I make these all the time, and I thought this was less time than, you know, indicated. So, okay, well, I just like watching the butter melt. Isn't that awesome? I don't know why I like that so much. Isn't it like one of those satisfying videos? You watch it cascade down like that. So I'm just going to do one more in case anybody at home likes this. Oh, like that. Okay, guys. Oh, but the hay. Let's do one more for you guys. Let's start here and watch it go. That is awesome. And you know how good these are going to taste.